Good evening, folks. I am Joe Bachman. It's Monday night, and it's time for Behind the Code. I'm just not realizing how much different this new webcam actually looks. I don't feel as close up. So tonight we are setting up the profile for our very own Zach, the Launchpad Network. We're going to get his profile set up. We do have to make sure we're done by about 7:55 so people can get over to Grant's show. So please be kind to Dawn this week. We don't want her to strain herself trying to, commence warp speed on reading of the comments. So with that, though, tonight, as always, we do have the lovely Dawn, a.k.a. Taco Mom.
Oh, Lord. And apparently a speedy reader, too, while we're at it.
Yep. And we also have another guest, her lovely Taco son. I saw you laughing at the Taco Mom thing, so I had to do it.
I'm so glad I shared this in the TLP Discord and told people to join.
Pickles, hearts, we got it all here.
Yep. Oh, and before we get going too far, I am going to get the music running, which is the music of Dan Hollifield. Though, what are we going to play tonight? We'll do the Displaced Detective Suite, which was based off of the novel The Displaced Detective by Stephanie Osborne.
Oh, I forgot to load. Can I go into Indie CD now?
Yeah, go ahead. And we're going to... This just seems fitting with Zach being here. We're going to do track number 6. I thought it was a UFO.
Yeah.
So I'm going to drop Dan's link at IndieCD, and I'm going to go ahead and drop Stephanie too, since
yep.
Maybe I'll drop it.
So your internet seems to be a little funky tonight.
My internet has been funky for I will be surprised if I can make it through this show, to be honest.
Really?
It's my internet has just been weird.
There you go. That looks a little better with the camera. I had to get a new webcam. The one I had was just deciding to display a white screen for me for no apparent reason.
Okay.
Oh, technology.
Yeah.
I know. Right now, okay.
Do you want me to just post it real quick?
Let's see if I can bring it up. It's not usually. There we go. Is Nick in the chat? Because if Nick's in the chat, the Nick field has entered my realm.
Was it when you were trying to get to her page? Was it coming up with a 503 error?
No, it was just a spinning.
Okay.
Nothing wanted to load past it.
Gotcha. All right. Well.
Okay.
So tonight's show is going to be a little bit different because this is actually the first time we've had the person that we're setting up on the show with us.
I can leave.
No.
No.
No, if we're going to have somebody do this with us for the first time and have it really screwed up, then we can just blame Zach.
Fair.
Zach's like, yeah, I'm used to that now. Okay.
You are the guinea pig, Zach.
I'm used to being a guinea pig.
There you go.
So there is one section I'll have to update later, which is the bio part once you send that over. Because I knew I would forget something if I didn't use my usual email template. And it was the bio. Because I was looking through everything, I'm like, oh, man. But
I'm not even sure if I haven't. I don't know the last time I updated my bio.
You know how many people have said that when we ask for updates or whatever, like, oh, I need to update that. I haven't updated that in 5 years. You're not the first person that has said something like that.
Right.
I mean, I have like a resume, but I think the last time I did my bio resume, Astro Profile is what the other organization wanted. But I think my last bio was 2 years ago when we redid my website for the 7th time, and we're now on the 52nd probably version.
Wow.
We've made lots of changes, not for good always.
I am
It
going
sounds like you made a few.
I'm going to run through the comments really quick, just kind of tell people, see who's here tonight. Foxy is here and Dan is here, so I'm not going to go through every comment like usual. But unfortunately, Dan has had a miserable day. He took a half a dose, made a histamine this morning, and had been sick all day. Whatever his net stuff is, ooh, not good for my stomach. Yeah, you got to watch some of those. Foxy said it's not sorry isn't better. Sounds like you're sensitive. Carl's joining us, and Thesis is joining us. And Dan would be better off buying Kleenex, putting it up his nose. Donna is joining us. Foxy's agreeing. Dan says it's been 12 hours. I'm not able to eat something. Are you and Ted friends suddenly that I, kind of going with something here? Trey is joining us. Hello, Trey. Foxy says they'd make her hyper, and she's greeting, and she's going to make Thesis take Inigo out before the show in the cold. Yes, it is cold out. It is very cold out. Stay warm, everybody. Sarah is joining us, and Trey has been hiding under the heated blanket with Hobo all day. The cold is killing my joints. And let's see here. And Sarah goes, is there a disclaimer that we're not going to talk anything political this evening? I hope. That is a very good point. Disclaimer, no political this evening. One way, either way, bad way, good way, whatever way, no political. I will try to catch those and skip those as I'm going. So, let's see here. Trey said there usually is. Sarah said just chill, sans news of the day. Yep. Oh, yeah, okay. This is our break from doom and gloom. Yes, Zach is our break from doom and gloom.
Sure.
And there's worse things.
Right. Most of the ice went south to Dan, and looks like they're going to get some dusting of snow. And Don goes, you mean since it's MLK Day? That is what it is as well. And Trey's agreeing, and one of these days is not like the other. 17 feels like 3. I should have taken him an hour ago while the sun was still up. It might have felt a little warmer then. Oof. I have no clue what it is here right now, but when I went for breakfast this morning to meet my friend, it was 0 when I got in the car.
I believe it.
Probably nuts. Tom Baker, the 4th Doctor, is having his 91st birthday today. There we go. There's some happy news. And Trey goes, at some point, it's just cold. Yeah, it's past cold. The long version of his scarf for my birthday one year for the doctor. Dan took Lindsay to the chiropractor, didn't leave the car. Yep, it's freaking cold degrees out.
If it makes it easier, you can just put TLP instead of the whole name. I know the Launchpad network gets very long.
No, not the green room, not the green room, not the green room.
Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one that went there. Way to go, Zach. Way to go.
Well, I had to start it off.
One of you had to. Sarah said that the husky loved the blizzard conditions. They thrive in that stuff. Dean says showtime. Please do your likes. Layers a coat of the dog to brush for the warm bedding for the birds. Don't forget to like and share. Then this guy shows up. I don't think Zach's paying attention.
What? Yeah, I showed up.
Yeah, you showed up. There's Zach, and everybody's saying, and Bladed says, warp speed, we need ludicrous speed. Yes, we went plaid last week at the end of the show.
Heck yeah, we did.
Elon would be very proud of you.
Just don't go around my helmet, okay? And Donna is greeting us. And, hi, Dad. Dad's joining us. Dale.
Hey, dear.
Whatever you want to call him. You can call him Dad if you want. I do. Greetings to him. And Trey goes, there's the behind the cold people. Behind the cold.
It's nippy.
Oops.
I mean, we're under a weather warning. We're under a state of emergency.
For
Really?
like,
Because there's another cold blast coming across the Gulf.
I thought you were far enough south that in Florida that
Our
you wouldn't
whole state was put under a declaration a couple hours ago.
Oh, hell,
I
it's
don't know.
supposed to be like 60 in some parts.
It's 54 right now, but it's going down to 53 tonight. So, warning.
And I have to say that Zach is probably rolling his eyes as hard as we are, considering he grew up in Canada.
No, it's
true.
Thursday and Friday. We're dropping down to 42, which I think it's like anything under 45 or something gets like an impact alert that our just areas aren't built to it.
That's what I can understand that the infrastructure might not be able to handle it, like our, up here, the way we build things, the way that we insulate things. So I do get that, but I'm sure that Zach is rolling his eyes and laughing because he's like,
when that first wave went through, we opened emergency shelters across the state because a lot of people's houses have 2 air conditioners but no heater. So when we actually get this close to zero, people can't heat their houses.
That makes sense.
That's
because it's so rare.
Structure and stuff like that. And there is the link for Dan. I was able to get that one to come up. Foxy said, nice haircut. Thank you. You noticed. I chopped it. It's gone. And Pops is saying hello. Hey, yo, Pops.
Hey, Pops.
Donna said that she thought I looked different. Yes, very nice haircut. Thank you. Super cute from Trey. You guys are, I love you guys. And there is the link for Stephanie Osborne. And Ruby is joining us, and Donna is greeting, and there's more greetings. And Donna said that she likes the idea of having the person who's being added onto the show. Kitty had to grab something from downstairs, but she's here now. Trey goes, we just like hanging out with Zach, too.
This is true.
Greetings, greetings. Sick, too. Only the day on schedule. That, too, Trey. Yay, break from doom and gloom. I've never been happier to be Canadian than today. We've already decided no politics. So if you have a reason that you're happy to be Canadian that's not political related, then yeah. Oh, okay. Dad, right now, this is Fahrenheit. They have -11 with a wind chill of -31.
Oh, sounds like home. Also sounds like I'd still have to go out for school recess even with that wind chill.
Oh,
right.
-26 Fahrenheit or Celsius, whatever that is in Fahrenheit. We were still required to go out for 2 recesses and a lunch recess.
Oh, Lord. But you guys were bundled up, right?
Yeah, that was the fun part. Recess was 15 minutes, and it took us 12 minutes to bundle up. So it depended which teacher you had on whether you got to bundle up 12 minutes early or you spent your recess bundling up, were yelled at to get outside, and you maybe got 6 feet from the door and just started getting back in line to get in your queues to get back in the school. And then started class 15 minutes late because you had to all unbundle and put it away.
Right. And
Good
Foxy,
Lord.
I agree with Foxy. Yes. That sounds awful. And greetings to Dad. And Adisa says no, thank you. And there's Nick. Hello, Nick. And I put Spaceballs quotes running through Trey's head. Yes. Life, almost every day you should at least have a Mel Brooks quote come out of your mouth at some point in time during the day. It will make you feel better. You look confused, Zach.
I thought I heard someone walking, but there is no one.
I was like, you know who Mel Brooks is, right?
I do know who Mel Brooks is. And I have watched Spaceballs once.
Once?
It was Elon required watching.
You need to watch it again. Foxy said, it's your fault. Trey said, we're at 9 with a low of -6, so we're at 9 here as well. Nick said, snow is slated as possible the Gulf of Mexico. And Sarah's like, the winter gear isn't really down there either. That's something that people keep in mind as well. When I moved here from Minnesota and I had 3 winter jackets, people thought it was kind of odd from Minnesota that I was from Minnesota and had 3 at least. But hey, Trey has a question, Zach. She wants to know if there's any iguanas falling from the trees yet.
Not in my neighborhood, but I've heard that they have been. So I upgraded from kids falling in Canadian winters to iguanas falling on my head, making me fall. But yeah, no, I haven't heard anything for this winter blast. But the last one that everyone suffered, Disney World was under a snow warning for 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? Mickey Mouse in the snow? It'd be very odd.
Nope. And Foxy goes, they do that. And Donna is greeting. And Sarah said, I didn't even think of that. She's laughing. Woody's joining us. He's over on Pop's channel. And he says, hey, Pops, I always like seeing what new shows you're conjuring up on your Mad Network. Yes, we've been doing this for a little while, but we've just been asked to be broadcasting onto with the madness. And if you go to indiecd.org, the Madness Comic Network, or the Madness Network, apparently I'm not talking fast enough. I'm getting tongue-tied. Is on independent creator directory. And Dad is greeting. And what do you say? Canadian content where your
Toque.
Huh?
A toque? Could you please tell me you know what a toque is? Okay, so this is normal down here too. No one knows what a toque is. A toque is a beanie in American 80s.
Okay.
But they are called toques in the rest of the world, not beanies. And they're supposed to be worn when you're cold, not because you think you look cool, because you don't.
I will admit Ted does wear beanies, but it's because he's cold.
Just about, but not with big pom-poms on it, probably. See, ours, like, you have a toque, and then you have, like, a big pom-pom on the top, or you might have 2 on the side on strings.
I have those, and the hat I wore today, Trey crocheted. It was a Harry Potter hat, but I don't watch Harry Potter. I just like the colors.
Please tell me you've at least watched Harry Potter. You've watched the first one at least. Okay, you are forbidden from entering the green room until you watch all of the Harry Potter series.
No. And Pop says, this is all Joe's show. He was just cool enough to bring it to the network.
And thank you for letting us have it on your network, Pops.
Yes. Lizards keep falling on my head. Carl's singing.
I saw a guy post on Facebook, I think it was yesterday. He had to carry his 80-pound dog back home because an iguana fell out of the tree in front of the dog and spooked the dog, and the dog refused to walk any further.
Oh, poor puppers. That would scare me too.
I mean, I don't blame it.
No.
They're big.
Oh,
yeah.
Sarah's like, she can't help it. The freaking hysterical mental image. And then you say that. She says that, then you say that, and then the image just went, yeah. And Sarah's laughing. Dad's like, oh no, Mickey and Minnie with frozen ears and tails.
So they just go back to how they were originally.
There's your next parody song. Go for it, Witzman dude. Woody goes, from my point of view, it always just looks like you conjured it up. Talk about Pops in the shows. He's good, but he's not that good. There we go. Katie agrees. Toques are meant for cold weather. Don't wear them just because.
Toques, not toques. Very different things.
Okay. Go eat some lutefisk.
I'd rather eat shark.
Do you know what lutefisk is?
No.
Okay. Go eat lutefisk. Sarah says she concurs about Harry Potter, Zach, plus reading the books. And see, Thesis has never watched a Harry Potter. That's when you're going to say movie and Potter at the same time it comes up.
Oh, hold on. Let me see.
There we go. So I'll continue with the chat. Sarah says, "Oh my god."
There we go. Sorry, I forgot you don't have ops. And Pops is from the Madness Entertainment Group says, I make good calls sometimes. Networking with you guys is one of them. Yes, it is. And we appreciate it. Carl Witzman said, I don't care for Harry Potter. It's Potter. Potter. Potter.
There is a scene with a pot, too, just to make sure you know his name.
Yes. I've seen a few and read a few, so Dawn can come back anytime she likes. You okay, Dawn? You want me to keep going for you for a minute? Are you going to breathe? Your face is turning about the same color as your shirt.
Here,
if you don't breathe, it's going to turn about the same color as the blue behind Zach.
Oxygenato. Didn't work. I tried.
Foxy says he's semi-familiar with them, though, because of me. And DR is asking, are iguanas edible?
I mean, everything's edible at least once.
Right. And actually, I think I have heard of, like, iguana on a stick.
Yeah. I would be at the Minnesota State Fair if somebody did make it. Okay, I'm fine now.
Okay, I'll let you take it over, and I'm going to finish setting up this last little bit here.
Okay. Donna said, no, Zach is right. I'd rather eat shark. Well, he can have some lutefisk. Or they're a bit more fishy tasting than chicken. And Sarah's like, why do I have a feeling there's going to be some green room taco thing that's going to something with Harry Pooter? And
would we do that to you?
Yes!
You're not wrong.
Sarah said she so needed this evening's laughter. Hi, Michaela. Michaela is joining us.
Michaela, run.
The insanity is already hitting Michaela. You may want to run and take cover.
Sarah is greeting Michaela, and Woody says, when it snows, I have a...
Yep. That's why I was saying Took and Toke are very different.
Well, you gotta remember, certain things are legal here in the state of Illinois.
I was going to say, either way, both are legal in Canada.
Oh, my dad wants to know if an iguana falls out of a tree and dies, is it called tree kill for supper? Instead of roadkill?
Maybe.
It could be yard kill, it could be sidewalk kill. It all depends on where it actually falls.
I don't think so.
Gravity kill.
There you go. And really, it's not gravity that kills you, it's that sudden stop at the bottom.
True. Gravity just keep pulling you?
And Donna is saying that shark is very good. See, that's why Zach gets the lutefisk, because he wants that instead of the shark. Or wants the shark.
I'm sure shark is better. Especially with a really nice dip in it.
Yeah. And greetings to Michaela. And Lady Thesa said, somehow I think a Harry Pooter would be a completely different movie, maybe somewhere in the adult section.
We don't talk about that part of Hogwarts. I think I accidentally downloaded that version. Oh.
I bet that'd be a different kind of Hogwarts too. Yeah. Carl's greeting.
It had a very 1970s theme to it. Anyway.
Brown cow. Foxy says Harry Pooter is like the version. And Katie said yes, it would be. And Pop says those are the madness people. Oh no, Michaela is still having computer problems. She might have to run later. Oh, I hope you guys get that figured out. Sarah said, oh my God, I can't breathe either. You're welcome. And Woody says, if an iguana falls in the forest, does anyone hear it?
Yes,
the other iguana.
And Nick is telling Michaela to goodbye and to stay safe. Yes, stay warm, stay safe, don't freeze. Better than a meteorite landing on your porch like that one guy. Thinking how like
Nothing.
adult section from the 70s. And Trace said I got the giggles. I gave the giggles to myself because I was combining Potter and movie at the same time.
It's your story. You get to tell it however you want, Dawn.
Yeah, I am. That's how I'm going to tell it, damn it. Can you blame her with us? And Trace said, not at all. Ba-dum-dum-dum.
All right.
Okay, so I do want to mention something here real quick. Those who know, and I went serious for just a second here. Those who know, Zach has had kind of a rough beginning of the year. He decided that he wanted to spend some time checking out the healthcare in the U.S. Mainly by being in a hospital.
I checked it out all right.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Well, I decided that I'm going to have a color street party and I'm going to give the proceeds to Zach. There's 2 days left of this party. And I'm hoping that we can get some more people to help Zach out, because what I decided is that I'm going to give all of the proceeds from this party to Zach. So whatever I make on this party is going to go to Zach, to go towards his medical bills. Zach is living the dream. He decided he was going to take a jump and start the launch pad and start this streaming thing, and it has been good, and you've had the bad, and you've learned so much, you've met so many people, you are living the dream. You are what we want for Indie CVs. So I'm going to drop the link for the party, and I'm hoping that we can get a few more people to decide to have some pretty nails or some pretty makeup. Let's see here if I can get it to give that to help him out. So let's see here. I can't make my computer work today if I wanted it to. There we go. There it is. So there is the link to the party. If you want to support me, to support Zach and get some pretty nails, and they have eyeshadows and they have eyeliners. It's all girly stuff, and people know I'm not girly, but I like pretty nails. So, okay, I'm done doing that for now.
Can I just throw in there, one, thank you so much, Dawn. I appreciate it. Two, I already know a lot of people in the community have reached out and have supported many ways, so thank you. I really appreciate it. It's very weird and awkward to say thank you and this type of thing, but thank you. I do appreciate it. It's made it a lot easier.
Hey, Zach, you're loved. And you know I can't do the regular hearts. That's my version. You know that, right?
Just do one of these. Just there you go. And then you do two of them and you're good.
But this is more fun. Ask Trace. She likes doing that too.
Alright, let's see if he actually shows up under streamers or if I'm going to have the same issue as last week.
Okay.
Probably. It's technology.
Oh, it works. Woo!
Yeah.
Sarah's like, I tried to take a drink of water and got it all over me. He made Sarah wet tonight.
You know what? We're about half an hour in. We're gonna pause the music for a minute, and we're gonna run a couple of ads. This seems like a great time to run a couple of ads, and since we got Grant's show coming up in half an hour, we're gonna play his.
Finally, it's time for the follow-up to the hit modern fantasy comic book, Beowulf. Victor, the reincarnation of the legendary warrior Beowulf, is plagued by visions of his ancestor facing off against his most infamous rivals, Grendel and Grendel's mother. Victor, with his lovable sidekick and spirit guide Mooney the cat with magic powers, must reevaluate everything they've come to believe in this epic adventure. Were Grendel and Grendel's mother actually the monsters they were portrayed as in storybooks? Could somebody be using dark magic in an attempt to resurrect Grendel and his mother in a petty act of revenge? For the answers to these mysteries, plus plenty of action, humour and magic, check out Beowulf, Grendel's Curse. This is a 3-issue miniseries, with each issue being over 30 pages. Get it now, for a limited time, on Kickstarter.
And we are back.
Are we sure?
And- No, not entirely.
Okay.
So we're going to go over to track number 8, Tesseract. Maybe. Oh, it is playing. Okay. Just didn't sound like it.
It starts low.
Yeah.
See, there it is.
All right. I'll let you get back into the comments. I'm going to keep working on a couple things here.
Okay. Foxy's laughing, and Carl said drinking problems. Sarah? Ruby said, I think if a iguana fell on me anywhere, it would freak me out. Right, Ruby? And see, Foxy feels for the pup, too. And Foxy goes, I'd probably scream and then laugh at myself for being scared. Yes, that would be me, too. There is the link for the Color Street Party, and there is the link for the GoFundMe for Zach. That's what Carl said.
And I did ask Dawn when she said she was doing the color thing. I did ask if they had non-flammable acetone.
Well, according to you, none of that. Acetone is not flammable anyways.
It wasn't required reading in the bathrooms back in the day, okay? Leave me alone.
Okay, here's a cool comment. What are you saying, Zach? Yeah, I've been following the Launchpad for years, pretty much ever since they launched the James Webb. I think you're taken aback by that statement a little bit, aren't you, Zach?
You're muted.
Hello.
Hi.
It's weird getting recognized places.
Well, can we say, Zach, I said you are loved. Trey said she'd be confused about the iguanas, and this said nails can be for guys too. I know. And Woody says he's a really great guy. Yes. That's about you, Zach.
Are we sure?
Yes. Yes, that's about you. Dad watched the other night on the info on the Starship and really enjoyed it.
Starship
Also,
went boom.
oh, that had to have been kind of a weird feeling.
A little bit. Oh, if you were watching from Turks and Caicos, Dominican Republic, and you find Starship debris, call me.
You know how to find him. He's on indiecd.org / wait, what is it?
/ something.
Help us out here. indiecd.org.
Oh, for Zach's link, it is indiecd.org/about-the-launch-pad-network.
Catch that? So if you want to get a hold of Zach, that's how you get a hold of Zach.
Well, yeah, because it's got his links to his socials
Exactly.
and his website. Yeah. I really should have just put about TLP, and I kind of regret not doing that now.
We're all learning.
You know what? I wonder if I can change that. We're going to work on that here.
Because I can't do the girly thing, but I can do the GoFundMe thing. Thank you, Michaela. I mean, anything to help. There's different options to help Zach. That's where I'm kind of going with that. So there's a look, but only making $80 for the entire month to live on. Ouch. I want to see the site too. Been to work only twice in the past month, baby. Ouch. And Sarah said she loves me because I made her. Holy eye, she's. And there's the Pinky Wiggles. And Grant is joining us. Hello, Grant. And Foxy's telling Sarah to breathe. You need air. And he showed up at the right time. I bet you that he showed up while you were playing his trailer.
He did.
Sarah goes, oh my god, I thought it's a Pinky Widgets. I'm catching it now. Sarah said, holy, it's as if my laughter was relieved from constipation. Sometimes it's what we need. And she's sober completely. Yep, you played the trailer. He's linked. He was making spaghetti for dinner. And what he said, I'm sorry, Zach.
I don't know what for.
I'm assuming the either Starship go boom or
Probably.
or board. It could be both. For that matter. Zach, I watched the other night while you disgusted the Musk project.
Disgusted. I love it. You know, some people were disgusted by the Musk project a couple days ago. Especially when a big piece of metal like this started going through the roof of people's cars.
Is that actually a piece of it?
This is a piece that we found around the launch site off the booster. This got ripped off and we found on the ground from 2 flights ago.
Oh dear.
Oh wow.
And then that thing in the frame there is a tile off the first flight. Every time, the reason that is in a framed box is because every time I touch it, I get sick.
Oh Lord.
So yeah, there's probably something on it.
Did you save any of the cement dust or anything?
Okay, so there's a jar of sand somewhere, and there is a jar of... Oop, that's on the floor now. Whoop, put that all on the floor. This is a chunk of the launch pad concrete from the first flight that I found almost 2 years after the first flight, still in the beach. So there's like... That's chunks of concrete and like metal and like stuff in it.
Wow.
And then this piece I can touch, it doesn't make me sick. That's a little piece of a heat shield tile. That's how it exploded off the ship. And just
Go back to the cement now that we made you bigger.
Not answering that. So you can see the color difference.
Yeah.
We're gonna try not to drop this on a laptop.
Yeah, try not to do that.
Yeah, don't drop it on a Mac.
I would have brought home more. There were like massive chunks still, but they're heavy and don't fit in suitcases.
Yeah, that doesn't exactly work with the carry-on luggage.
But like, that's like a rivet just totally ripped off.
Oh dear.
So we don't know where it's from, but it's off part of the booster because the ship doesn't have anything that looks like this. So we're thinking it's off the bottom somewhere. Hopefully the booster didn't need it.
Right.
Not. There's greetings. Dad said that Zach was great. Woody said, I'm waking up in the middle of the night. Sarah said, whoa, to your journey, Zach. Just looked at your GoFundMe. Yes.
It's been a fun... Actually, thinking about dates, I think I've been home a month today or tomorrow. Today.
You are looking really good. I saw you when you were in the hospital. It kind of not in a good, and I just at least they let you shave finally.
It took so long.
Oh, and Zach, I was able to change yours. It's now just about -TLP.
Awesome.
Okay, there you go. Want to know how to get a hold of Zach if you have pieces that you want to send to him? Just indcd.com.
You can't imagine the debris that is washing ashore. Like, it's not what fell on it, it's what's being washed ashore right now in Turks and Caicos. The beach is just covered in metal and heat shield tiles. And the heat shield tiles are in like smaller chunks than this, but then there's like fabric material from the inside of the ship and like all this, and it's just covering the beaches and people's cars.
Wow.
So
Woody says, but I mean, come on, you are really small channel back with the James Webb started on that Christmas launch.
yeah, James Webb was a blessing and curse at the same time because the adrenaline of I'm trying to remember what we did. I'm pulling it up. We went from 13,000 subscribers on the 23rd of December to 59,000 subscribers on February 4th.
Wow.
By February 4th, it was to the point I had 3 different mission commanders of James Webb, which is a $10 billion telescope that the world launched. They had me up in mission control on screens because my display was nicer than the NASA website. But the funny thing is, I was just using the NASA website for the info, cropped and made things prettier, and like brought other info in. And they were like texting me pictures and being like, "You can't save this, but here's a picture next to like the console that's like telling the telescope to open." And
Wow.
I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
That is so cool. Like I said, this is what IndieCB is for. I mean, let's see here. Thesis is making spaghetti right
I
now.
want some. Yes, she's very knowledgeable.
The Princess Kitty you have there is wonderful enough. That was kind of a little giggle. Sarah says, "Oof, 1 stick of eyeliner is 1 week of what I have to live on. Dang, it looks awesome." No, I understand, Sarah. Grant says spaghetti hits the spot on a cold night like this play did. And Trey had spaghetti last night. I had spaghetti, I think, earlier this week one night. 2. Wait a minute, it's only Monday. So we had it last week.
This week has just started.
Mm-hmm.
Thesis said that or stew. Sarah goes, "Oh my God, that fell off the booster. And what on earth should make you sick? Is that how you got infected?"
We don't think so. What we're thinking is that we were hiking through the beaches of South Texas, which have 2 foot, 3 foot tall brush. I wore jeans. What we're thinking is something poked through one of the jeans and did like a micro cut. And then at some point in the next 2 weeks after something got in, decided to just like hang out quietly. I had the flu. So I had the flu for a week, went to Starship for a week because I was mostly over the flu. Came back the day after, got laryngitis for 4 days. So didn't talk to it like verbally for 3 days. Was better for a day and a half, and then like was almost dead within 24 hours. It was a journey. So we're thinking if I had something, it might have been covered up by the end of adrenaline laryngitis with like antibiotics, and then it just hit hard enough that it went into the bloodstream and took the body. Not done.
No.
No.
And Grant made salmon last night. So like, damn. Whoa, excuse me. Trago sucks that blew up and some cool stuff.
Well, the concerning part is that piece of metal, it didn't blow up that time. That just ripped off it while it flew. It did its job and softly landed in the ocean, like as if it was okay. So it didn't need that piece of metal. Cost saving.
Sarah said, "How long were you in the hospital?" I think I missed something. You kind of went into it, but you were there for 2 days, 2 weeks?
15 nights, 16 days, 13 and a half days of hell because of a mattress that didn't work.
And let's not forget that you're here in the U.S. on a visa.
Yep.
So
No insurance. Well, I had insurance. It expired.
And there was other things that was not just expired, but there was other stuff too that was like boxes not being checked right and all that. So, Sarah goes, "That would be the protocol with your job in selling parts." Just curious.
What would the protocol be with your job and sell? Oh, like if I wanted to sell that, I wouldn't. The person that I bought that from made way too much money off me. Like way too much. I didn't get to stay that one, but if I bump my thing up, that's a full tile, fully intact, and there's 3 pieces of metal from the rivets. So this vibrated off and sheared off the pins on Starship rather than breaking the tile. So there's only, I think I've only maybe seen like 30 to 50 of these confirmed from all 7 flights in the world that are fully intact. The last 3 flights, they like 1 came off. The first 2 flights, they were flying off like freebies. But
So they're getting better at using Gorilla Glue to keep them down. Okay.
yeah,
Sarah said instead of a regular person, or would there be a difference? I'm not sure.
Instead of a regular person, I think she means instead of a regular person selling, like if I had found it.
Okay.
no, it's
No.
regular. Well, it's regular people on eBay. It's people that realized, oh, there's one tile here. I'm going to spend the next week living on the beach, hogging every single piece that comes in because I can sell them if they're full tiles for mid four figures on eBay. Not what I paid. eBay had a glitch. Guy wasn't happy about it, but deal was done. But yeah, they're the tiles that are coming off of this last flight. There's one whole tile that I've seen for sale. Its starting bid is 15,000 US because it's a full tile that was found in Turks and Caicos, which means it actually went to space. It went to 157 kilometers and re-entered. So a little more dramatic than mine that went to, I don't remember what it was, 40K?
Dad was wondering what the link for the other night stream. What was the link for the other night's stream, Zach? I believe I subscribed. I just came about it while going through some things.
Indie CD. No. YouTube.com/thelaunchpad. That'll get you to the channel.
And if you want to know more, Dad, just friend
DM
Zach.
Dom, or do that.
That works too. You can be friends with Zach. I'll allow it. And Grant says there will be an episode of Grant Draws after this show, and there is the link to it. So we're kind of getting along to that time. Trey's got the window open and ready to go. I hope she's talking about the window on her computer, because if she's talking about a window to the house, Zoe, you need to go check on her.
Oh, I'll just have her committed because I know she don't like the cold.
I know, that's why I was like, it better be the window on the computer.
Yeah.
Okay. I walked the South Padre Island shore 2 weeks after Hurricane Katrina. Dang, oh my God.
It's a pretty beach.
Trey says, good to know NASA uses duct tape and wood screws just like the rest of the government.
Yeah, and socks.
There is the link to YouTube's Launchpad, the Launchpad's YouTube channel.
I wish.
I thought you found them and might be able to help with the bills. I hear you for not wanting to sell what you bought. Okay.
If I was there this flight, if I was allowed to fly right now, I would not be here. I would be in Turks and Caicos because that was one of the first things off my mind. Not allowed technically on airplanes. Annoying. And it's a very long boat ride.
Yeah, I bet. The last time you were on a boat, did you get to play with a gecko? No, what was it?
Gecko.
A ring-tailed something?
I played with a monkey.
Yeah, that thing.
And a sloth.
Are you okay, Joey? Sloth. There we go.
You couldn't have picked an animal any farther away in species, or like.
You tried.
You want to know the funny part? Zach knew what I was talking about.
Oh, that's very yellow. Let's sloth.
Yeah. Like I
His
said,
name.
the bad part is he knew what I was talking about.
His name was Sid.
Nice.
Apparently, Zach speaks fluent Dawn.
I think I might need to be committed.
Grant can't tell if there's a cat sitting very.
It's a stuffed cat.
The other pet. It's the painting that Dimitri did. We set Dimitri up last week on NDCP.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Thank you, the babies. And those who have asked, yes, they're getting back to normal. Buddy had 7 teeth pulled on Thursday. Oh. Sarah was playing with the gecko.
Ooh.
Gecko, sloth. This is how things like the duck-billed platypus things are made.
It's true.
Pretty
I
much.
am going to the Bahamas in February, but I don't think that you can play with dolphins, but I'm not sure I'm going to pay to play with dolphins.
So,
All right. Well, we are just about out of time. We got Grant's show coming up here in about 8 minutes. So, Zach, thank you for joining us tonight.
is there any parting word you want to leave us with, Zach, about the Launchpad yourself and what's all been going
on? It's going to get exciting. This year's going to have a lot of changes for the space industry, and we're excited about those. And without getting political, they started today.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we appreciate you being here tonight.
Yeah. And with that, we will be back Wednesday night with The Burning is Yarn. I don't know if I'll be burning. I might be off camera cussing at the 3D printer still. Who knows? But we will have a show Wednesday night. So we'll see you back here at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. And with that, folks, have a great evening.
Night.